and gents, we're in my backyard. This is where I shoot, where I sighted my rifles. I'm gonna show you how I pump. Typically, without the scope, I would have put my hand right here and then right here as well. But with the scope there, I can't. So just so you can see the way I pump most comfortably, and how I also load the pellet, because with this scope mount right here, it's kind of a little more difficult to put in a pellet. But let's take a look. It's a workout for sure. And there you have it. So here's a close-up of what I was referring to. With this scope mount right here, it's kind of difficult to put your pellet from on top. So I'll show you the way I load it, and maybe you guys can find a more efficient way to load. So cock the bolt back, tilt your gun so the weight of the pellet, the head of the pellet, gravity will let it pull down. See where my thumb's at? Keep my thumb right here, and then push forward. So that's the easiest way I have found to load this gun. Again, when I'm pumping, hand right here, and you go at it. So awesome little gun, love it. It's nostalgic. Definitely one for your collection. Here's 3 shots at 30 yards. Get it, come on. Fix it up. Good. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. That's a good girl. Yeah, that's a good girl. Did we get another squirrel? Yeah, we got another squirrel. Awesome. It's another one for the pot. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about my setup. This is the Benjamin Sheridan Model 392 in a 22 cal. It's nostalgic to me. When I was about 11, 12 years old, I had a buddy that had one, and I mean, he would shoot anything and everything with it, and all I had was a little single pump action.
Quicksilver, I think it was, a Daisy Quicksilver. But anyways, I admired him. He was a great shot. Saved up about $100, and then I ended up getting my own, and the rest is history. So wanted to get my hands on one again, and I did, and kind of modified it and modernized it, I guess you can say. So I'll tell you what I got on it. All right, so what I did is I sent this to Mach 1 Air Guns from California. Now, I'll forewarn you, the gentleman is a little rough on the edges, but he does great work. He's got years of experience. I do recommend him. What he ended up doing is he did trigger work for me, which before then, the trigger was extremely heavy. Now it works perfectly. I love it. He also added a little felt pad right here so that when you're pumping, it's not banging on the tube. Makes it very nice. I also got my scope mount from him. It actually clamps onto the barrel. Super sturdy. I really like it. The only issue that I have with it is, again, when you're loading the pellets, it's kind of difficult, but once you play with it, I think it's worth it. As far as the scope, I got a FX 44 3x12 on there on a 1-inch tube. It does have illuminated reticles. Coming back here, I got this buttstock cheek pad from Amazon. I think it was like 15 bucks, and I can put the link down below. But what I really like about it is when I put the scope, it was a lot higher, and so I found myself raising my head uncomfortably in order to see through the scope. But when I put this on there, it elevated I got the right eye level, and so it works great, and I think it gives it a good little touch. So that's it for my air gun. It's great. I love it. It's lightweight for out here in the woods. Shooting squirrels or grouse. I think it. You can't ask for a better gun. So.